Hello there guys, this is ProudPidgezard and welcome to a brand new episode, a brand new series, not just an episode, and this series is Total War Warhammer 2. Now, I have played, well, I've played 24 turns as Tyrion in the High Elves, I think it was, yep it was, and so you're talking maybe just over an hour, 2 hours tops I have played, and I am going to go Teclis to the High Elves. The reason I am going to go the High Elves is, well, I'll just pause it, well, you can pause it yourself. The Intrigue, Espionage, Martial Prowess, and Order of the Lord Masters, what he starts with. I won't go through all them, but the reason I have started the High Elves is because I do collect Warhammer models myself, and High Elves is the army I have, so don't get me wrong, I don't know much about the actual lore of Warhammer. I was more in it for the building armies, painting and fighting. Oh, difficulty normal. And so I'll let you watch a little intro video, and then I will see you on the campaign map.
Who are the Asur? An enigma to men and dwarfs, who know them as High Elves. At the center of the great ocean lies Ulthuan, a paradise created by the Old Ones. But when the stellar gates collapsed, demons flooded the mortal plane. All was lost until Anarion the Defender strode forth. The first Phoenix King vanquished the demons. With the aid of the Archmage, Calador Dragontamer. It was Calador and his elven mages who created the Great Vortex. A swirling maelstrom that siphoned the excess magic, withering demonkind. With the world purged of chaos, the elves took it upon themselves to become guardians and stewards. The twin-tailed comet is oft seen as an omen, but this time its wake brought great peril.
The dragon with two tails flies lower than before. Its trail disturbs the vortex.
I have felt a change in the winds of magic.
Then write it, brother. Lead the mages of Safari. Bring all in the White Tower to bear, if you must.
Such lore is currently beyond us.
I suggest a scrying ritual in the Pool of Isha. It may provide us with the answer.
Such a ritual requires fragments of fallen waystones. Far more than we have.
Then we find more. Make ready your ritual, Lordmaster Talarian. You will have your fragments.
I shall start the search in Lustria.
Lustria?
My brother will search here, in Ulthuan.
Why do you care so much about the greater world?
Why do you not? Stay here, brother. Protect Ulthuan. But I venture beyond our borders.
And while you meddle in far-flung continents, I will ensure you have a home to return to.
Pupils of Hoeth, we do not come upon this place lightly. The world is in dire peril, and it falls to us once more to save it. The Great Vortex is vulnerable, and those of dark intent would seek to draw its power for themselves. This cannot come to pass. By gathering wave fragments scattered across the world during the events of the Sundering, we may gain means to avert the collapse of the Vortex. This search takes us far from home, to the rich jungles of the lizards. The inhabitants of Lustria may resist our intrusion, but our cause must prevail. The Vortex must be secured, lest the world drown in a tide of chaos.
So here we have it, and here is how they play. High elf factions gain influence as political events fall in their favour, which may be spent on court intrigues and on recruiting more powerful lords and heroes. Intrigue at the court. High elves can spend their influence on intrigues at the court, whispered deals in the Hall of Power that pull strings to improve or worsen the diplomatic relationship between factions, and espionage. High elves use trade agreements to spy on their partners. So, and into the jungle, defeat, occupy a settlement for the centuries of the Zeti. So, automatically, I'm going to go here and I'll trade with Melwyn.
Very well.
And they have got that. Let's see, is there anyone else that actually likes us? The dwarves, but we can't do that. So if you go across to, is it over here? Citadel of Dust. Yep, you can see exactly what they're doing. You don't see their armies, but you can see their lands. So that is where it is very powerful to have trade agreements to spy on enemies, allies, anyone. And the first turn they usually stay inside. Now, because I do play High Elves tabletop, as you know, they will be slightly different. And I've got it on, I think it's medium, for the unit sizing, just because I don't actually know why. Is there a way you can change it in the campaign mode? Graphics, advance. Next time or a campaign battle is launched. That's fine. Continue to accept and back. So yep, so they will change to be bigger. I didn't realise that was in medium. I don't know why, because in my other campaign they were huge. So up here's your wave fragments. We're getting one per turn. We're going to get the rally field here, and we are going to go into Teclis. He's got 2 archers, 2 spearmen, Sword Masters of Hoth, and the Frostheart Phoenix. Now, as far as I was aware, Teclis is probably the best wizard in the Warhammer world. I could be wrong, there could be others that were technically better, but as far as my knowledge goes, to me was the best. You've got all life bloom, nice, 5 seconds, metal shifting, 10% weapon damage. So your actual normal spells, I don't know what they bits mean. Glamour of Hoth. You've got, oh, that's your arcane conduct, 4% leadership and 200% charge resistance. Nice. You get a potion of Charoi, and his abilities replaces Fireball, the fiery convocation, and you get the Enfeebling Foe, Net of Armor Top, Flaming Sword of Ruin, Chain Lightning, Regrowth, and Flock of Doom. Pretty good spells, and all of these are other helps, but I probably will go for the Bowmaster first. So I get a Spearman, 2 archers first turn, so we'll just end the turn there. Now in the end turns it does take a little while. Just now it won't be because we don't see as many, but as you get further on I noticed that even though I was only 20 turns in, it does get longer because there is a lot of factions even in just this map. Never mind when you go to the Mortal Empires map, I think it's called. So yep. So Teclis, if you march to here, I will recruit 2 spearmen and an archer unit this time, just to kind of make it even. I meant to actually check my upkeep. I've unlocked the Phoenix Lord, whatever that achievement is. I unlocked, but I think it was 3 achievements while playing as Tyrion. So let's see. Yeah, we've got another field. So we're at 1,000 gold. Researcher technology, don't you worry, that's what I'm going to do. And a lot of people will choose to go for the Northern Sea Guard, and the reason why I won't just focus on them is because their range is 15 less. Now don't get me wrong, they're a lot better in melee than normal archers. You can see an extra 4 melee attack, an extra 14 melee defense, extra weapon strength, and because of spears it's charge defense and anti-large. but overall, to be honest, the normal archers with a better range, for me, is better. So, we will go here, and we'll attack the golden ziggurat, and to be honest, it's too easy a battle. Skink cohorts, what is it aquatic actually stands for? They do good in like, bits of water. And sort of spears. I wouldn't normally fight it, but I'm going to fight it as it is the first battle of the campaign. So I will see you on the campaign map. Not the campaign map, I'll see you on the battlefield. So here we will gamble to get more. Now the units probably won't change much. The sizing, I don't know when it will change. The start of deployment, and that's nice. You can actually see the. I'm presuming that's the city in the background. Oh no, wait. That's the start of the city. There's the city. That's kind of. I don't know, maybe where the walls are. So, spearmen to the front, archers to the rear. Teclis, you go there. Swordmasters, you could go here. And the Phoenix here start the battle. Now, yeah, they're going to come into us. And you've got the enfeebling foe already, I'd never realised that. So the archers are firing. And are doing massive damage already. So, Swordmasters use March Up, as will the Frostheart Phoenix. And to be honest, I think Elizabeth are so cool. It is the only faction in the Warhammer world I have never fought on tabletop. No one seemed to play them. Fireball. And the Flock of Doom. And these Swordmasters are just annihilating them. These Swordmasters will probably deal with all of them. In fact, I'll send my Phoenix in and I'll get these archers just to shoot them down. Apologies about that, I do have a cold as pretty much always. 53, 54, and they're usually, when they're fighting a full unit, I'm used to seeing like 70, 80 kills, or if you kill a full unit, 100 odds, and the speed, no, I'm never going to catch up to speed, so we'll just end the battle there. Decisive victory. Now this is the first I have saw the Swordmasters in combat. Don't get me wrong, I've watched a couple of YouTubers who had early access to the game, and the Swordmasters did look pretty good, but they went up in experience chevron as well. Perfect. Archers doing great. Spearmen just held off. In fact, I never lost a single elf, which I know, to be honest, I was never going to lose any of the ball, I'm presuming. So decisive victory. And occupy it. And the golden ziggurat, so we'll upgrade that. And what will we build? Public order, that helps with. So we'll get that. And as admin, could upgrade the Flock of Doom. That's pretty good. Wins a magic cost. -2 if I Flock of Doom upgrading things. That's pretty nice, but I'm going to start to get the Bowmaster. I really want my archers to everything, so maintain control of a province, yeah, that's fine. So you stay there for a turn, and I've got 1,000 coming in, so let's get a couple of archers with light armour and a unit of spearmen. I'm actually going to stay away from the Seagull just now. I find the archers with light armour have served me pretty well in my own campaign, so I'm just using that to kind of, as a kind of I don't know, like a hint for me or a tip for me to do things. Research and technology done, and archery prowess, reload time reduction. And Teclis, if you want to march, I think I could come down here to the Mud Isles, do a treasure hunt maybe. That's one thing I haven't done in my last campaign. I never got the chance to do one. Elven colonists are getting increased income from ports. Oh, nice. So just end the turn and we'll march down. The reason I'm forced marching is because I don't need a massive army right now. Like it does it up, and we'll do that to speed it up. We don't need to have any more archers or that, we've got a big enough army just now. Maybe get a couple when we go across to the actual Sentinels of Zeti. But as of right now we don't need them, so just keep the money coming in. Exotic animals, let's see if that does do anything for us. Nothing. Oh, yep, here, resource. And lots of technologies, but 48 kgs and experiences for Phoenix and Dragon recruits, perfect. So next turn
I go then.
you can do a treasure hunt and we'll see what happens there. All the Skaven clans, which we do not know where they are, they're in the ruins. So this episode might not be a full hour long, but I am with recording for an hour, and then after the edits it will probably be slightly less, maybe about 45 to 50 minutes. Right, so if we upgrade that, and we can upgrade you to get some grazing medals, yep. For cavalry, or I want defence. I don't think I need defence, to be honest, but I'm going to go with income, and then we will be going for the Chamber of Visions. Who's got that? Bloodhall Coven, I think they're Dark Elves. So if you go to normal stance, you can either colonise it or treasure hunt. So I will treasure hunt. But I was searching through the ruins of this city, almost levelled by war. You notice an unfamiliar band of scavengers picking carefully through the ruins. Potentially this is not good, as one wrong word could see you all dead. How do you wish to proceed? Offer to help them search. Yep, working alongside, we find some treasure. 500. Nothing amazing. And you can't colonise this turn if you do a treasure hunt, so 400 coins I suppose. It's nothing too bad. And I will recruit a lord soon and go out to this island. I found in the last campaign, my only campaign that I've done for myself, I've actually got a lord to just kind of, no army, just go around doing it himself. But just now I don't have the money to really afford the lord. One of the buildings, that's fine, I'll get them soon. You get a lot of missions in this game, something I have noticed. And the treasury 2000, which is actually paid for everything here. Then I'll get a dock. That's fine. Issue a commandment, which I was going to do anyway. So construction and growth. And we've unlocked a right, so we've got 10 intrigue as well already, which is not too bad. And I don't know half of these factions, to be honest. I don't know actually half of the high elf different kind of factions. The only reason I know some of them is due to the fact of the unit names. Like, so you've got the Phoenix Guard, you've Dragon Princes of Caledor, so Caledor is a kind of elven faction. You've got the Lothern Sea Guard, they're from Lothern region. You've got Illyrian Reavers, I think they're from the Illyrian region, I think it's actually called. I have 350 wave fragments, that'll be a while. So we've got the Archer Prowess. Now we don't need anything for the Eagle Bolt Thrower, so we'll get Spear Wall Weapon Strength for them because we don't have an Eagle Bolt Thrower. I will be going to Sentinels of the Zeti, but until then, in fact I need the replenishment up. Would be pretty handy first. I never thought about that. I was just going to say we'll start marching, but I'm going to recruit another 3 units. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 archers and 6 spearmen. So I'll recruit 2 spearmen and then archers with light armour. That will take about 400 off our income, which is still affordable, and then that means that we're not just basing everything on archers. You've also got Tyrannic, I did see there for the high elves. You've got the Tyrannic chariots, which is quite good, and they are Is that Mazda Mindy? I didn't think this was his faction. Oh no, it'll just be one of the priests, I think they call it, the lords. I think the throne. Now here we go. High elves at court partake in many manipulations to achieve their ends. A common tool is to employ lesser elves and servants as go-betweens, whispering little birds carrying messages. This is not unexpected, but when one of these messages is intercepted or revealed, there could be no choice but to excoriate them to save oneself. Having one such messenger revealed, how do you advise the Phoenix King response? So denounce the messenger, men come from buildings, fire him, that's unhappy populace. Now you want to try and keep everything here. Now advisor to the king's pretty good, employ him. You lose influence but you get that, tax rate plus 12% local province. I'm actually going to go with that just now. Now, and then if I go to terrain details and give him that, it was 769 if that's went up. Yep, so wait, the mud isles can get a dock and it can get upgraded, perfect. And Teclis, you in fact, nope, wrong button. I've got a feeling that they are gonna try to come and get me, so if I put the archers, that's 2 archers, so I've just replaced them with light armour. And I'll get 1 Northern Sea Guard, I think, just because, just really to fill the army up, just because, so to speak. The Northern Sea Guard are really good because they are archer units that can defend themselves. And yep, he is coming across. I will march to the Great Turtle Isle. And we'll see what he's actually got. Mung, that's a lovely name for her. And Pirates of the Sea. So we've got him, and he has got the Blessed. Now, I don't actually know what the difference between the Blesseds are, because I've not played them yet, but I do think it makes them slightly better. I think it's kind of like the units of renown. So we'll go with Bowmaster for ammunition. And can I march there right away? Nope. So if I march,
Very well.
and keep marching up. He's got 14, so it's not going to be a massive struggle, but I do think it will be quite a good battle. And let us see what the lizardmen are, because except for watching a couple of YouTube videos, I've not saw too much. I've not actually watched very many YouTube videos on it or any Twitch streams, because I'm wanting things to be a kind of surprise to me, or to make my own judgment. So I'll be okay there. Let's see, is it showing anything else? He's got some Saurus spears. Saurus warriors are just the same except they don't have spears yet. Slan Mage Priest. He's actually got Wind Blast, Soul Quench and Tempest. Cold Blooded. Yep, so he's got quite a lot of spells, but I think I'll be able to deal with them. Yep, so what have they got? Oh, he's got Blessed Saurus Warriors as well. So there's Saurus Warriors with shields. They've got more melee attack and more weapon strength and a better charge bonus. And oh, perfect vigour. It never loses vigour. That's quite nice actually. And these compared to them has got more leadership and speed. And that's it. So I think by the looks of it, it maybe gets an extra thing, like so the perfect vigour. Saurus Warriors don't have that, and these get extra leadership and speed, so they do get a couple of extra kind of either abilities or they get extra stats as well. So it is pretty good. So the Great Turtle Isle terrain, the jungle. Teclis should be fine. Just keep these Swordmasters out of range of their missile infantry. And I'm in the jungle and they're in the open. That actually suits me better. I can come out there to save having to go into them. So I will see yous on the battlefield. So here we are. Now we do have 19 Winds of Magic, so I'm not going to bother. Now let's see, they're there, so we want to fight kind of out here. Now let's see, they've got a missile infantry at the back. If I put you over there, and Swordmasters in here, yep. So spearmen at the front, big long line, then a long line of the archers, and you stand right at the front there. They'll come to me, yep, because I have got more skirmish abilities, so they will come to me. Now where's hide the foliage? Yep, it's locked. So you come. The Phoenix, you kinda, I don't know what you can do. 12% magic damage if mana is less than 50% it's disabled. That's pretty good actually. Damage resistance 140.
Scython, hear me!
13. Nope. Is that only short range? Oh well, we are shooting a whole lot of them down. But it's just that's but notice the Lowland Sea Guard haven't fired yet. It could be because they're at a flank maybe. And these Swordmasters just come across. These two units can come across here. The Phoenix can go and chase them. And Teclis. Now why don't you do a Flock of Doom and do a Fireball. And then Feeble and Foe on anybody. And Phoenix, you come here. Swordmasters. Let's get you stuck in. Spearmen stuck in. 2 units of archers. Use fire them. Use 2 firing them there. Use spearmen charge. Archers fire. And let everyone else just fire randomly. Do another Doom Flock there. A Flock of Doom, sorry. I know it's Flock of Doom, but I always call it Doom Flock for some reason. And this Phoenix can come back now, in fact. Now let's see what's wrong with him. Poisoned. That's fine. And Teclis. And do Flock of Doom right there so it'll get them all. Now Spearmen are holding. Use hold them there too. Now let's see. And if we're shooting down, they're shooting them. So it's a pretty simple fight so far. We've lost about 130 maybe because we didn't have a full army anyway, and this land mage, even though he's got some missile resistance, he's getting absolutely battered. Where is my Swordmasters? Oh, there they're there. They're coming across. You do a Flock of Doom there on them. And yep, really low health, 1800. Now yep, you're hitting them. And yep. If my archers do not know where to go, then Spearmen, you run, get out there. Just get my archers to soften them up. And that will do some damage to them as well. Nothing amazing because they are damaged. To be honest, that Flock of Doom is okay. I don't think it's the best spell there is, but it's certainly a good one. Right, wait, you want to come and attack the Slan Mage. And if you want to attack the Slan Mage Priest as well. Yep. And just shoot them. And Teclis. So we'll just speed it up just now. And we'll wait till this unit dies. I thought the archers would have got it, to be honest. And come on, hit them. So, back. Back. Just end the battle there. Decisive victory, so let's see how our men did. Archers, the lowest was 24, so they all got pretty good, some got 60. Spearmen held in their own, Swordmasters 39, Teclis with his fireballs was pretty good, Phoenix 19, and for their army, just a Blessed Saurus warriors, to be honest. Everything else was pretty bad. A couple of them got 18, 19. Trying to think what else.
Victory was assured.
Forced labour, unit experience, or money. So we've all forced labour, 13%, and a potion of strength. I think that was there, and I think we might chase him down as well if we can. So we'll go to Teclis. He never went up a level. Details: potion of strength, armor piercing damage, and 40% weapon damage. Wow.
Teclis. Elfry.
And yep, I'm out of range, aren't I? That's fine. So when the time I attack him, then I might get rid of this. I know I'm not at war with them, but I don't like pirates or anybody being on my kind of land unless I'm allied with them. So, Prakesh Tor. Did that say armoured sundering? Or was it just armoured? So speed that up. And to be honest, I'm loving Warhammer 2. A lot of people weren't sure about it because of things. So I've unlocked the ritual and spear wall. And buildings damage. So let's see, did that say armoured and shielded? I didn't think it would have said armoured sundering.
Our buildings lie in ruins.
Yep, so let's repair, and the mud isles. What do you want? You'll probably want to get some clay to trade. Yep, and
The geomantic web is crumbling.
these high elves, it's a 16 stack, mind you.
My infinite knowledge is yours. Destroy
To be honest, I need rid of them or they will build up. So
Purifair.
we're at war with them. Let's see. Oh, it's a simple. Oh, peasant. Ah, so they've got peasant mob from Bretonia. Expendable. But it's a kind of empire army with peasants. So I'm just going to auto that because it's saying that I should absolutely annihilate them. And we did. Swordmasters 131. Wow.
Shackle them.
So get the forced labour.
Behold my power.
And they run away. So we'll chase them down and get them.
I foresaw this victory.
And oh, I get treasury for that. I forgot that was a mission.
One.
And do the same again. Archers get the kills of 39, 62.
Restrain the captives.
And forced labour again.
Power grows.
And that's us unlocked another right. So the rights here, I won't go through them all, but I'm not going to do one yet because I've got nothing that I really need to do it for, unless as one of them perform the right. Enhance the city, race for vortex, and capture chamber visions. No. So click on Teclis. To be honest, I know the labour gets them back, but I did take very minimum. Casualty Seers, the Bowmaster, Master Strategist, Swordmaster Host, White Lands of Crescent Phoenix Guard, nice. Renowned and Feared. Upkeep minus 8% for all units, that's nice. To be honest, there's lots of nice abilities that you can get in there. So here we go. But guys, in case I went silent there for a wee bit, I will edit as much of it out as possible, but
Perhaps next time.
you need
Patience is a virtue.
oh no, you can go through the jungle. Yeah, but something popped up there, so technology. I don't really need the experience right now. That's Seaguard, armour. I'll get the speed can be pretty handy to manoeuvre them. So there we go. I'm quite surprised that was a mix between Bretonian and the Empire. That's quite nice. I wonder if it will be like that. I suppose it would be kinda peasant mobs that you would have anyway, because the pirates, they don't get me wrong, the warriors, but a lot of their followers were these kinda nobodies, so to speak. So is this actually my island, the Great Turtle ship? So I will march, and I'm going for the Sentinels of Zeti. 970 per turn, perfect, and we've got a full stack army as well. So I can't complain at all. But if you were to trade all your archers for your sea guards, you would start to be on only about £100 or £200 profit per turn, so I would be very careful with what you do. Personally, I think, but I would stick with the archers mainly. So upgrade to Great Turtle, the main building. Get these. We'll go to diplomacy. See if anyone else likes us. No, that's fine. And you come here. Now that looks like a dark elf. Let's see over here. Prakesh To. Ah, that's a nice build. What's that? Kind of aqueduct. I love the graphics in this game. It's actually unreal. And I thought Warhammer, the original game, was amazing graphics. This kinda only just over a year after it. I think Warhammer came out in May 2016. This is obviously September. So they're attacking us with Saurus Warriors, Spears, Saurus Warriors and Skink cohorts. So to be honest, it's saying it's more in their favour. But that'll probably just be the reinforcements. And I suppose with the mace infantry guy himself, he'll take a lot. Missile resist is 15%. He's only got 2,000 hit points, and the reason I worked out that he's only got 1,800 hit points, that is because I'm playing on the medium units. I have tried to change it, but it didn't want to work, so we'll just stay in the medium scale. It's actually quite nice to play different scales. So this is just, you go through them all, and that's me, but through them all just so as you can see it. And the reason I never said the next, I was just thinking panel, whereas this one has got about 5 or 6, and I'll start deployment, and where are they gonna, I don't know where they are. So spearmen to the front, missile units to the rear. I'll put the flame swath there, swordmasters here, and Teclis, you go to the front just now. So to start the battle, we'll move everyone up. And if I move everyone up to about there, now you don't need to run. And they will all probably try and stay together. It's a shame I didn't have the Eagle Claw bolt thrower. That would do massive damage when they're all like that. Saurus Warriors, to be honest, I think they look absolutely amazing. Even the skinks, mace infantry, and look, the weapons are kinda Aztec-y. I don't know if that's what Erzman are based off of, but even their temples look kinda Aztec or Mayan. So let's see. The Phoenix, you can go there. Monstrous beast. My units are very I was marching, that's... I never take my units off a march, that's why they've attacked me, and that's why it's giving them the benefit of the doubt here kind of thing. So archers are already firing, causing some good damage. I'll just let my guys fire as much as they want to, as a wee heart's desire. Now that bat is where the health was at the start of the battle. because if you reheal your units when they weren't full health, it usually shows you. So Teclis, I forgot to actually use your fireball. And use a flock of doom. And you run back there. And if I do this, yep. Send him on them. He might not win, but they can fire waves moving as well, which is a pretty nice thing to be able to do. And if we shoot their skirmishers, in fact, archers got off skirmish, infantry weren't using guard mode, Teclis flock of doom right there. And where is their leader? Up there he is there. They're using feebling foe on him. And my sword masters will get them when they're free. In fact, get this phoenix back into battle. Is that it off cooldown? Yep. Swordmaster Horse with 80 kills already. Onto that skink cohort. These archers.
We will obey. March. Setting forth. Understood.
And Jet Phoenix, you go back and fire. Teclis, one more second. Swordmaster of Hoth. You come across. Yep, so far I've lost a couple of hundred, they've lost 400. So even though it shows you that my guys are getting tubered, they're actually doing okay. Except from this bit in the middle there. Here's actually doing okay against their guys. So do that. And do that on him. And send a fireball. And run out. Because these sword masters are gonna come in here. Sword masters in. Where is this? You're getting shot down. And fuck it doing this, so I have lost a lot of units now. They're similar in numbers. Swordmaster Hoth are doing absolutely fantastic. And Package 2 is getting swamped here. These spearmen get stuck in, archers fire in. Now it's victory, and they did attack me as well, so I'll still get my archers to fire. Triple the speed, triple harm. So archers did fantastic. To be honest, my full army did well. Even Teclis, who did take a beating for their guy, he did do pretty well in holding. And is that everyone? Yep. Shaking, so that's what that means. So just end about the Pyrrhic victory. And they did pretty well. 66 and 83. Now the Prakesh told the Saurus Oblid, he never did that good in kills wise, but he did nearly kill Teclis. And the archers 99, 98. Spearmen did okay, average. 120 in the swordmasters is themselves, so that shows you exactly how good they are. So that's a Pyrrhic victory, and I will go back and replenish, I'll need to. I forgot I was on march stand, so that is why I was tired in battle and why I attained so many casualties. The only bad thing is it does, but if it's what's needed, it's what's needed. So perform the invocation of Isha. In fact, that actually casualty replenishment rate plus 8%. So those are right performed. More influence from bay fragments. There.
Master of the White Tower, look at the weak fools.
I'm actually doing not bad when you look at the replenishment rate. So I'll do that. Oh, don't need to upgrade that. I will upgrade the Militia Master. And I can recruit. It does take 2 turns, but
Hoeth's chosen.
I can do it. So 3 spearmen, and there we go. When the turn takes 2 turns to recruit, then we'll see people are, and then we'll maybe even just go and lay siege to the Sentinels of Zeti. Whether we'll be able to destroy them or not, I'm unsure. But we can at least stop them building up and building up.
Lustrian power is fading.
So yep, he's getting me in battle. Let's see, can I build anything? Nope. So researching, swift sense, we don't need great eagles. Don't have that. So naval discipline. And yep, sure, doing not bad. So just a quick turn there. Should maybe stay like this for another turn or a couple of turns. To be honest, I should probably just went back there and did it instead of waiting here and costing more money. Probably would have been the best thing to do, but I want to still stay here so I can see what these guys are doing.
Lustrian power is fading.
Yep.
There is no limit to my power. Elfry!
So we'll
Feel
see.
my power.
They've got a Scar Veteran. Now, a Slan Mage is perfect, or a Wizard. I thought it was actually a Slan Mage it was called. He'll be trouble. And I've got Croxagors, they'll be trouble as well. They must just have got their garrison sorted. Let's get some battering rams, continue the siege. And we're pretty much similar with them the way they are, I think. And nothing can be built. End of turn, we're getting 900 turns, so we're doing pretty well money wise. I think you need to speed up, just press speed up every turn actually. I'm looking to see if I know any other names. To be honest, no, I don't know any of the Skaven or that. Top Notch, they were there at the last game, as we're scaling. And that's that been built, yep. So we'll upgrade this. And this is to get Lord on Seaguard with shields. I don't know how many turns, 2 turns to that gets upgraded. I don't need Lord on Seaguard with shield just now. I think I'll keep it. And 5 archers, 6 Seaguard. Wow, that's pretty good. But I'm hoping not to need that for a while. That can get me a noble, but to be honest I think I should go for this to get other mages. Military advancements 2 unlocks as well, yep. I'll be going for that. And you can just be laying siege, we're at 18. Oh no, it's the thing, Cult of Pleasure. Crace, I know Crace, that's the White Lions of Crace, or Shrace, I don't know exactly how to say it, but the White Lions of Crace. I'm presuming they're mainly from that region of the High Elves. Nothing else I know.
My powers are needed here.
If I go to diplomacy, if I get any more. No, wait, are they Dark Elves Bloodhole Coven? Yep, they are. And if I look at the map, oh, that takes it away. Yep, this is the side. I think Ulthahan's are way up there, so I think I'm pretty far away. Objectives. Yep, that's fine. Anything to sort here? No. 2 turns and then they'll go. And the port will give me a lot more money in as well. I think it's up to, is it 400 or 600 income per turn? Where my army's sieging down here, stopping them building another army, well, building up their army. But I don't think I'm going to fight the siege because you know me, I'm not good at siege battles. And they've got Crocs of Gauls, 2 units of them, and they are fantastic. Yeah, so that's we got that. So I'll get the Spearmen and Archers unit. I will be getting that soon. And that's Reavers, Silver Helms, Great Eagles, Spearmen, Archers and Seaguard. Perfect. And Archers. I'll probably get the Precise Fletching. Yep, and they can go up, so let's get the Mud Elves up. So that's Doc can get there. Still -1 in public order, but -1's okay. That just means obviously slowly it's going down. But I'll be able to sort it soon. I think when I upgrade the Golden Ziggurat it'll go up, so that'll do me fine. I think I said saw vampires there. So we're in this map. So mission successful, some more wave fragments. Recruit hero, get influence and wave fragments. Invocation of Hoth is unlocked as well. So 34 turns to do that. It's pretty good because it'll last for turns. There's 10. Depending on how you do it, if you've done this one for instance, it's got 20 turns cooldown, so 5, 5 and 10. Then you can go back to that one. So to be honest, late on in the game you'll probably be able to always have a right on one of your rights. Influence public order, construction, influence per turn, that's pretty good. But there's nothing else needed. And we're just waiting till that's down. To be honest, if they're going to attack me, they should now. They done good damage to me last time, and that was without Crocs of Gauls. This time with Crocs of Gauls, even though my spearmen are anti-large, they will still just absolutely melt my forces, I think. Because I've got good armour as well, as far as I'm aware. I think it said 100 armour actually, so it's pretty OP. Oh, right, so Court Attendant. Influence with the treasurer, allow him to be damned, I privately trade him. Influence plus 10, recruitment cost. I'm not going to be recruiting for 5 turns probably. So we'll get that, then I'll get some influence for nothing now. If you notice, it looks like they're slightly ahead of me. I'm not going to upgrade that because that will go in the Mud Elves. I'll probably, in fact, I'll destroy that and build something else in its place, because it's only a 3 tier, so it can go in the Mud Elves easy enough. Or a Golden Ziggurat when it gets upgraded. That looked like it was some Skaven moving about out there. I'm interested to go and see a Skaven ruin, and I've not actually found it yet. So let's see what can I build here. That'd be good. Oh, the bolt thrower. And the Tyrannic Chariot with Reaver bows. I think I might get that actually, and then I can go into the Thelmar Chariot, yep. Range, missile damage, wow. Fireworks moving as well, which you would expect. Magical damage, does this one? That's just a normal chariot. Yep, Elven Forge there for the Eagle Claw. And end of turn. To be honest, I think our trade will be getting a lot because we are getting clay. I don't think it's clay potters, like pottery we're technically doing, but overall it is clay. So I will go for the Chamber of Vision soon, because yeah, I've got the wave fragments there that you can construct a building in that settlement that gives you lots of wave fragments per turn. I don't know whether it's like 5 or 10 per turn, but it's pretty good. But I think to stand whatever their other checking. What's this? spent consecutive turns in enemy regions. So it can go down, right.
I will give you victory.
Okay, so we need to be careful it doesn't go down. But it can be movement range plus 10%. And yep, the Golden Colossus, then over there will probably be Skaven. Looks like it. But yeah, let's see, trade 249 if that is from the trade. So the Mud Isles, yep, dock 400. And let's get this in here. And I will take away one of them in the Golden Ziggurat because I will have my 2 military chains there. One to get the White Lines of Crace, which are an Axe Infantry tabletop. They're amazing. I've honestly never saw them at all on Warhammer 2, not even in a couple of the YouTube videos that I watched. They weren't there in the battles. So I don't know how good they are in this, but I know they're pretty good. And the cloaks is missile resistance here. So that's built. We'll save up to get them. Oh, I forgot military advancements 2 I can get now. It costs me money, so while I've got the money I may as well do it so that I can just do the rest. It reminds me of, I think it's, is it Chaos in Warhammer 1? It reminds me of them, so all the knights and that, I'm presuming they'll be the Bretonians, but then again the other pirates were a mix between them and Empire, so I'm not 100%. Military advancements 2, so let's get precise flexion, ammunition plus 20%, and missile damage plus 10%. That's upkeep, presuming upkeep for them all, yep. Then over here at number 3, speed for them, unit experience, armour for them and Dragon Princes. The arrows here, 20% for bolt throwers and tyrannic chariots. They're off, I think, yep. And a funny story, the Dragon Princes of Calidor, or I think they're just Dragon Princes in this, to be honest. I bought a pack of them, in fact I got a pack of them for my Christmas a couple of years ago to tabletop, and me being me, I did just glue them together without looking at the instructions. So I glued the back legs in, glued the body in, the head in, the man in top, and then as I went to put in the front legs I realised you're meant to put them in before you glue the body together, and there's no other way to put them in. So technically, unit of 10, I think it was 2 boxes actually, I've got 10 dragon ostriches, as I call them. So yep, and we will just sim this battle just because you know me, I can't do siege battles. And let's see what is their armour, that just doesn't say. So a lot of loot, and we'll just occupy it.
Steady hand is needed.
And the scroll of shielding, we'll find out what that is. 22% damage resistance for 67 seconds. Wow, self or an ally. Pretty good. So buildings, it's got the chariots, but we don't really need that. And we will move down to here soon. A couple of turns in there, then I'll march down. Yeah, that's the cavalry. I might actually get a couple of units of cavalry just to kind of clean up. And there's Skaven there by the looks of it, up at Chickpea Ball. It's an unpleasant climate. It's pretty good what they've done, and there's Skaven right there fighting the dwarfs. And it's pretty good what they've done in Warhammer 2. You can't eat anywhere, but the climate, it depends, it does different things. So you just come down here to fight them. In fact, I will just march down because you've got no... There. Let's see. Unlocks Tablet of the Saurus. That's income, and that's just... So you've got Cold One Spear Riders, Scar Veterans, Saurus Warriors, Chameleon Skinks and Skink Cohorts with Javelins. So nothing that will annihilate me. So that's 2,880, as is that. I think if I get this it would be better. And that gives me a noble. Up here, White Lands, okay, so you get a noble to protect your city as well. I think that's pretty good because you would have, well, in reality, I say reality, even though it is a fantasy world, but in reality you would have someone kind of in charge.
Pay with your life.
So they've declared war on me. Let's hope it takes them a while before they march down. But in reality you would have kind of one man who was in charge of the city while the army was gone. So that would be your noble who would fight and kind of lead the men in defence. So let's see. Not the biggest army. Dark Conduit. An army ability, that's lovely. So we'll get them there. And we'll go and attack these guys here.
Destroy them.
And there's no point in fighting them, even though I was going for the Cold Riders. To be honest, it says it's a simple battle, and wow, 228 from Swordmasters of Hoth, 2,000 loot occupied there, and that's an uninhabitable climate. I should have thought of that and probably just raised the place. So there's that faction destroyed, and you got another thing, Plan Buster. That's leadership fighting the Lizardman. Yep. So skills 1 point, Sublime Focus, more wins on power, wins on magic. To be honest, I've got lots, don't really need them. So let's get this Militia Master in. The Golden Colossus. So it says I get the everything is not very good here. To be honest, I will just make this for money and I'll leave him there for a turn, even though they're not exactly replenishing. Then we'll go up to fight the Dark Elves, I think. So yeah, I have been recording for over an hour. I have a pause in the middle for a little bit, so I'm not sure exactly how long this will be in the end of the episode, like how long the episode will be, but I'm just going to continue going. And yep, so I will march up to the Sentinels of Zeti. Arcanos, so they don't sound good. They'll probably be Orcs and Goblins, Greenskin faction, because of the spiders that they're going. So I'll maybe be able to reinforce them. So she's a Dreadlord with sword and shield. Taxis, buildings. At least you get wave fragments per turn generated, so I'm at 138, gaining 5 per turn. That's not too bad, I suppose. So we're 30 turns in, so we're already on my other campaign, and to be honest, we're probably around about the same kind of advanced in it, because another one, it is a different place. You start in Ulthuhan, you don't start here in the jungles of Lustria, but I've probably got about the same provinces and I've got a full stack army, so it's probably the same really. And let's see.
There is no limit to my power. My powers are yours. Treading
So if I march here and I merge these two together, I could recruit another unit, which I'll get the normal Illyrian Reavers. Then next turn I will attack Chambers of Visions, public order, includes recruitment, yep. So get Dark Riders, Death Hag, Black Ark, Corsairs and 2 Dart Shards with shields. And I've got some spare money, so I'll get the War Hall. And then we go. And then I think we'll be fighting this game soon. I might actually go across here to get rid of the Dark Elves, but that will be heavily defended, so I'll need to see what I think's the best course of action. I'm not sure. And then I'll be meeting Skaven soon, because they're around about here by the looks of it. So yeah, this map's absolutely massive already. And yep, there we go. Pretty much fully replenished. And I'll fight this one because we've not fought any Dark Elves yet. Even though it's Dark Shards with shields, I hate them. So even though it says we should absolutely maul them, I would like to fight it, and I'll see you on the battle map.
Battle calls me.
So this map's pretty interesting. There are ditches that you can't go in right. In fact, it looks on the map like they're hills, but it's actually ditches. So spearmen, yous go there. Archers, yous go there. I'll put them up here because they can charge down. Swordmaster Hoth. In fact, I'm going to put you at flank, yep. And you at this flank. Start deployment. So good, they're coming for us. But I'm going to march there because there's a slight kind of divot. And that would be good for me, I think. And these revels are hidden. So they don't have much, so I think a nice flock, a doom flock would be pretty good. I'll wait till you're on the front, and then I'll just cast a little fireball. The trick is to try and keep the cavalry out the way, but not too far away so that they can come in when needed. And we'll see this fireball going in. Actually, I think it hit that hill. Perfect. So, control all. And just stay where you are then. If you can fire, just stay where you are. Oh, wrong button. 13 seconds if you stand there, yep. Now they're cold one, they're Dark Riders, sorry. I'll probably come for my Reavers. In fact, my Reavers are going to go for them in case they come in for my Sword Masters, and I will sandwich them between my Sword Masters as well. Flock of Doom, Fireball, and do that there. So let's see over here. They win, so Sword Masters just come into them, Reavers chase down them, Spears get into combat, Archers, let's shoot down their archers. I've got some spearmen out here and some archers out here. And let's get out of the way and put a big doomflock down. Honestly, I never actually realised he was in combat. Now where's their hag? Is that just the one unit? Yeah, that's what they are. The Reavers doing great, so if the Reavers come across here. Swordmaster's doing great again. These archers, you just shoot away. To be honest, I think that's actually a victory now. Yep, so I'll just triple it. Get some kills with the archers. There's the Death Hag. So I'll play it. I wanted to actually see what she looked like, just a mad woman with 2 swords. And she's a deed mad woman now. And anyone else, they're still firing. A few more kills there. And as soon as they're out of range, end the battle. Oh, triple. And end the battle. So that was pretty an easy victory. The Illyrian Reavers are actually a lot better than what I thought they were. I've got them in my other campaign, but I've just not had a chance to properly utilise them yet. Archer's done great, Teclis done okay, Spearman just held. So I think with these high elves, the basic Spearmen are okay, they're nothing amazing, so until you can get your Phoenix Guard or your White Lines of Grace, I think your best kind of get Swordmasters for a while in the game, so don't waste them. That's too good. Climate, it does tell you the climate there, so I will occupy it. And Province and Chamber of Visions. Where is the building? Yeah, landmark 10, wait, and casting Moondragon and a High Mage as garrison. Wow, now we don't need that there. So Teclis went up to level 8. Potion of Charoy. It's pretty nice, but I think I'm going to upgrade my Spearmen and Archers, melee defense, attack defense. I'll get Flockadon, we'll start upgrading his spells. 1900 per turn we're getting is pretty good, so Golden Ziggurat. You can get that, Great Eagle, which I probably won't use, but I'll certainly use the White Lines of Grace. And that's the money spent. Let's see what's down here. Oh, commandment. Yep, the growth there. So there's diamonds. Might do a unique bound chain. So let's diplomacy. See if there is anyone else. Nope, not really. So we're getting 260 per turn, and we actually own quite a bit when you look at the map. Have we still got this right on? No, we don't. It finished 7 turns ago apparently. Experience gain for mages and lore masters, that's pretty good if you're going to be using them to fight. One's our magic power reserve, nice. So I'll just leave it just now, that's good. For when you're going to be recruiting my White Lines of Grace, +2 experience. Armour for them, recruitment cost down as well. So we'll end the turn there. So I don't know whether it's best to still take it over everywhere.
Your words cannot move me.
They want a peace treaty, no. Strength rank's 54 I've noticed, so they are weak. So when I get a second army, I'll send my second army out there, because my main army needs to kind of stay round about. And I don't know what that is, it's like little, it looks like holly leaves and things. Let's see what it is. Medical plants. Nice, so we've got the Fletching. Mission issued Tlaxon. We're never going to get there in 26 turns. I'd hardly reach a place, so we'll get militia training just to get it up, because it is only 1 turn away. And Chamber of Visions. What's this? That's the landmark. All characters. It's pretty nice. And medicine. Yep, so we will get that. And I did think, yep, income from settlements plus 10%. That's pretty nice to get as well, but we do need the trade advancements before that, even though that one is unlocked. Anything else to build? Yep, over here. That's for public order, to be honest. I could be doing with the trinkets, but I'm going to recruit my cavalry recruitment in there. So Waystone fragments, or whatever they're called, I think it's Waystone fragments, they'll start to go up pretty good now once that building's done, plus 10 per turn. So it looks like we're slightly behind maybe the rest of the place, the rest of the armies, but I'm not too bothered about it. militia training. Yeah, oh, right, here's another one. The Seneschal of the court controls the flow of information to and from the Phoenix King. He is therefore an important figure. With great power, it is discovered that the Seneschal has been choosing which information reaches the court in order to maintain his power and reduce that of others. It's a shrewd tactic, but the courtiers are only as smart as the secrets they hide. Once exposed, they are powerless. So this one's leadership -6. Nope. That's trade. I've only got one trade, so there's no point in going for that. Unhappy populace. I know it's a lot of influence, but to be honest, I'm just going to pay him off and get 15 influence. So 4 turns to that's built, and here you can get the Illyrian Reavers. Sentinels of Yeti, how are you, your friend? And down here if I upgrade you. Troubled populace. Ah, growth, recruitment cost and tax rate. That's pretty nice. I've never noticed that. And what about them? That'll be nothing yet. Indifferent populace. That's quite a nice wee trick. So yeah, if I go here, I'll maybe go see there because that might be Skaven, but I'm going to end the episode here. I have been recording for about an hour and a half just over, so when I edit it, wow, they've just jumped ahead. The Hexoatl. How many wayfarers need in total? 5,000, nice. So we're getting 6 per turn just now until we get that. Missions help us slowly, that's a quest actually. The Shrine of Asurian. Where's the Shrine of Asurian? Oh, there it is. I was actually going to get that probably when we upgrade the Great Turtle Whale again. So that's fine. And that unlocks many slots. 5 construction 2 and then that one unlock 2. So we'll have 3 or 4 turns, or probably 8 turns maybe till we can get it up. But we will get that, and then we'll go and see what Hualotl is doing. Well, we're not researching. Upkeep, armour. Yep, then we can get range and things for the Illyrian Reavers done as well. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and when you do subscribe, do smash the bell button to get the notifications, because you do not want to miss the next part in this walkthrough or the let's play, whatever you fancy calling it. I mean, in this part we already taken another 5 settlements, fought Dark Elves, destroyed Lizardmen. So in the next part there's a few ruins here, so I'm hoping, well, to be honest, I'm hoping the ruins so we can take them, but I have a feeling there's Skaven somewhere. So we'll probably be fighting Skaven, and we might go across here to the Blood Hall and destroy them. But we can't promise doing that, but I promise we will probably fight Skaven. So thank you very much for watching. ProudPidgezard out. Toodaloo the new.